What's going on? Good evening. Chris Bryan here, and it's been quite a while since I've been on, but I wanted to hop on, and I had a pretty interesting experience that happened yesterday, and I definitely want to get a chance to share it. So, as you come in, definitely this message is directed at number one, those business owners out there, whether you own a mom and pop business or brick and mortar or network marketing businesses. I wanted to share an example of customer satisfaction that something that uh, every time I'm out and about and I experience something like this, I like to share it because it's right up my alley. So, I was helping Renee to move some things around yesterday and stopped to grab a quick bite in the morning. So I saw a bagel store that it was pretty convenient. It was right in the path of where we wanted to go, and stopped in, grabbed a couple bagels, and headed out. And then as we got about 10 or so minutes away, I realized that the order had gotten messed up. All right, so I ordered. I like my bagels and lox. Okay, once in a while when I have a bagel, and only one of the bagels were correct, and the other one had no cream cheese. So first thing is, as a consumer, I think it's important that when an issue like this happens, very often we'll kind of blow it off and say, hey, it's not a big deal. It's only a bagel. It's only a couple of bucks. I'll just, keep it moving. But you definitely need to take the time to let that business known owner understand that there's an issue. The only way they're gonna know is if you let them know. So I did exactly that. Turned back around. It is inconvenient. It was a 10 minutes ride back to the location, and walked in the door, and went to the lady, and the who I believe is the owner, and just said, hey, listen, I ordered one bagel with lox and cream cheese and another bagel with just cream cheese. So her second mistake was to tell me that no, that's not what you said. You didn't want cream cheese at all on the second bagel. So second mistake is, regardless of whose error it is not a good idea to tell the customer that the customer is incorrect. Okay. She could have easily just chalked it up as, listen, I apologize. Let's make this right. But no, of course, she stuck to her guns, and then she proceeded to give me, or ask me, did I want cream cheese? I was like, yes, I do, and charged me. I think it was $2 or $3 for a little tiny tub of cream cheese. Again, this is not a big deal, but the point, I'm using this as an example of some of the things that are actually preventable. So in your business, number one, if a mistake is made, the mistake was actually preventable, because she could have. You can build in things to ensure that the capturing of that order from that customer is correct, whether it's verbal, whether it's written, whether it's repeating back and confirming that that message was correct. So she failed to do that. The first thing. The second thing is in basically telling the customer that what they ordered, that they made the mistake. So it's mistake number two. And whether that's the owner or an employee, the fact that that's not something that's built into the training system, if they have one, it obviously wasn't executed properly. So that was a failed attempt to right there again. And the third thing was that there was no attempt to appease me or make it right, because I could have easily walked out, even though there was an incorrect order, and even though I didn't get what I wanted. I could have still, if she engaged with me as the customer, and basically made an attempt to hey, I mean, that thing of cream cheese couldn't have costed her more than a couple of bucks, but by simply making that offer, it would have went a long way. So what did I do? Well, number one, I'm on Facebook now, talking to you guys about this. Now, while I'm not gonna mention the name of the business because that's not my point here, but I very much could have done that. And what is that gonna do? That's gonna bring negative press to that particular business. And so there you can see. And I'm absolutely not going to be going back to this location. So that's a customer that's lost. So this is just an example of it's very simple to build in practices, training, and things inside of your business to make sure that you guarantee the satisfaction of that customer regardless of mistakes being made or not. You can still put systems in place in order to do that. So, as a consumer, I also have to say it's important that we bring issues. This is a simple issue of Chris not getting his bagel with lox. Not a big deal, but what is a big deal is by me not going back to that store, me not shopping there, me telling people on social media not to go back, over the long term, when you multiply that by a number of customers, that's decreasing the longevity of that business being being in that community, employing people, paying taxes, and etc. So you could see customer satisfaction absolutely does have a direct impact on revenue, on the longevity of that business, and on staying within that community, employing people, paying taxes, etc. And it's a snowball effect. So what I would like you to do is definitely, on my website, I actually wrote a piece for my website called The Top 5 Killers of Customer Satisfaction. She actually violated about 3 of them. But you could definitely go on there, download that, and share it with other people. If you're a business owner yourself, give me some feedback on it, or share it with a business owner that you think it might help in terms of us holding those businesses in our communities accountable, so they're doing right by their customers and by themselves and the community as well. So it's been a while since I've been on here, but before the evening ended, I definitely wanted to just hop on and share that. And if you have stories that are similar, again, it does not have to be food related, whether you're an online business or network marketing or brick and mortar. The bottom line is customers. And we need to basically make sure we put systems and practice in place to help to guarantee those customers, because that's what's going to lead towards having that residual income. So thank you. I see Mr. Hilliard. What's going on, brother? Thanks for hopping on. And if you're watching this, please feel free to go ahead and share it as well. And but until the next time, you have a great evening and take care. Peace.